Good morning. The old fisherman back at it again. Lake Monticello, Sunday morning. Another wonderful day enjoying life on Lake Monticello. I didn't come yesterday, so I don't know what's going on with these fish. It's going to be windy again today, so I don't know how bad it's going to be if we can stay out here long, but we're going to try to cut a video right quick and see if we can catch some more of these elusive white perch. I just got here, just put the trolling motor down, and already got a bite. I tell you what, they keep coming back to the same old hole. I don't know how much longer they can be here, but we're gonna catch them as long as they come. And we got another Monticello slab white perch on a Mr. Gulp shrimp. I've got a crappie jig, a Mr. Crap at the top, pink and chartreuse again, and then I got a natural colored gulp shrimp and a Yahoo spoon again. I'm giving them a little taste of both of them, the gulp shrimp and the Mr. Crappie this morning. And it's going to be a windy day, so I tell you, one day I'm going to get me a better system and the wind won't blow through that microphone. Hopefully it ain't going to be too bad. I put a little piece of tape on it. It might even make it worse, it might make it better. We'll see. I hope y'all can hear me. But we're going to cut a little show here and see what we can do. Lake Monticello, white perch fishing. Right now we're in 52 foot of water, and we're gonna ease up on my favorite little humps, spawning ground here, and there's another bite. Looks like they're gonna bite today. It looks like it's gonna be a real good day. We're gonna let it hold down there a little bit and see if we can collect a couple today. They might bite 2 and 3 at a time today. Another one of them wonderful days is what's gonna be. It's overcast, chance of rain, warm. You notice I don't have my old big jumpsuit on today, so it's warm. And there we got 2 Monticello white perch. One's probably 3/4 pound, the other 1/2 pound. Good quality perch, nothing tiny. You know, anytime they're a little bit bigger than around a 1/2 pound or 3/4, that's eatable, and that's a standard size fish. There's a lot of little ones out there. Try not to catch them. I'm targeting the bigger fish with the bigger jigs. 1/4 ounce jig heads, 2-inch long grubs, the shrimp and the excuse me, crappie jig. And Loney is back with me again. I cannot get rid of Loney. I tell you what, I'm amazed he don't hop in the boat with me, go home with me. And there's another Monticello. Oh, they gonna bite today, people. You know, it's warm weather, but guess what? When I showed up this morning, guess what? The water is high, and that's what we want for these Monticello perch. They might be in a serious feed. Look here, what 2 white perch. People, them nice ones, them's good sized white perch. They not babies. Them there weigh almost a pound, between 3/4 pound apiece. So I can tell you right now, it's gonna be a bonanza day. A bonanza day on Lake Monticello. I just hope that this doggone wind don't mess up my sound too bad where you can hear me. I hate that. One day I've got to get the Bluetooth stuff and get fancy. Right now I'm just low class, I get you, call. I'm going to the cheap route, but one day I'll get better, I promise. But right now, it's just me and a cell phone and a drum for a live well. Plastic drum, 55-gallon drum. We're gonna drop it back down and let a perch bite. That's what they're gonna do too. I can feel it happening, but they bite. I tell you, and you know, I see a few little blue hooks, but you don't see a lot of them. And that proves what I've been saying. They lay on that bottom, they see that jig, and they start biting. And I hadn't even been on the boat yet, so that tells you what kind of day this is going to be. It never fails. Full moon, new moon, they pick up. I don't know what it is, and a day or 2 after, they do real good. Up to it, they're a little bit slow. But these here quality white perch. Lake Monticello, loving life, enjoying myself in my retirement, and we're back on the lake. I tell you what, I'd have never dreamed things could be so good. Well, I went to the boat show yesterday. Lord have mercy, I don't need to see all that fancy equipment they got out there. Make you want to go buy something. That's against all my rules. My rules are save money, not spend money. So, but anyhow, I went to the boat show. Out there with old Doss, Troy Doss, Doss Marine. Boy, you talking about some fine boats. Now, he's got them. I tell you, there's some fine boats out there nowadays. Pay for them, though. It costs you as much to buy a aluminum fishing boat now as it did when I bought my 20-foot Nitro back in '95. About the same price. Uh-oh, we got Looney a treat. I know he's going to be happy. Looney's always happy for a treat. Go get him, Looney. There you go. Gone. He done got him. He done got him and then held him right there under the water. Nope, he got him right there. See? Watch him eat him. That sucker going to put his head down in the water, get a little water, and shake him around a little bit. And he's going to get him. He done got him, I'm sure. Monticello, a cloudy Sunday morning. Playing hooky from church again. I tell you, boy, this fishing is my church. So, ain't nothing, you can't get any closer to the Lord than right here on this water. I can tell you that I can preach to myself and enjoy myself and still respect the Lord. So here you go. There it is. Monticello, White Perch, and they eating it slam up. The combination of cloudy weather and high water. And a front coming in, and right here went at the right time. It's like winning the lottery, man. The fishing lottery. When you get all those combinations together, it hadn't been that cold, but the key is them fishes done moved in here and they getting ready to spawn, and they on this spawning ground out here on this hump, and they are biting, eating. Probably some of these fish, another batch moved in. I think they come in waves to spawn. What I think. There again, another theory, but that's what I think. They come in waves, and we are out here to catch them. Lake Monticello on a cloudy day, probably 50-something degrees, so I got my blue jeans on. I don't have my jumpsuit. Loving life and snatching perch. The old fisherman. Can't get enough of it, like I keep saying. I just love it. My passion is fishing, and I love it. And I can't. When they bite like this, then nobody can get enough of it. When you know they can bite like this, then it's hard to get enough of it. Now they'll hit probably pretty hard. I don't know. They might continue to hit all morning, but they'll hit pretty hard till I kind of hammer them a little bit, and then they'll start bumping and missing. When I start missing them, they really want it. They kind of know something's up. But I'll move around out here. It's probably bunches of them out here. That's what I'm thinking anyhow. Lake Monticello on a Sunday morning, cloudy. And white perch are biting. All I got to do is set a hook in them. Set a hook in them. All right, I feel them bumping it, and they'll do that a lot. The first couple just eat it up, and then they start bumping it. You can't catch them. I can't figure out if that's the big ones or just the tiny ones. Or that's the big ones tapering off because they know something's up. They see their buddies coming up the top of the water. There's one. Uh-oh, missed it. He hit it hard too. But they definitely there. There's no question about it. They there. When you throw out and you raise, every time you raise that jig, you get a bite, they there. I'm trying not to circle the boat as bad as I used to, because I found out now when I circle the boat, it makes that wind blow in that speaker. I would prefer circling. Uh-oh, that's a good fish right there. Might be a kitty cat. Might be a kitty cat. What that is? I believe it's a kitty cat. Might be a kitty cat. Come on in here. Might be a big perch too. I don't think it's a largemouth, but he's a nice fish. His rod, oh yeah, it's a big old perch. That was a perch. Good gracious sakes, man. Huh? That is a slab white perch. I'd suck at that wet pound a quarter. Wet pound a quarter. Gotta get him out over the boat because he's about to tear loose here and he'll flop right back in the water right here with me looking at it. That is a nice white perch there. I tell you, you got to love this. Look at this word, perch. Look at this perch. Huh? Ain't that a nice one? Boy, that thing's pretty, ain't it? Look at that. He's looking at you. Look at that. Holy bum. Monticello, white perch again. And they still bite. I tell you. Messed my little jig up though. I tell you. Terrible. That's why they was bumping that thing. They was pulling down on my little jig, my Mr. Gup shrimp. I got to rehook Mr. Gup shrimp. He ain't holding on there like I got to have to hold on there. He's gonna have to cooperate. I had to put a new one on. I hate to keep getting these things $1 or so a piece. They are not cheap. I guess that's not expensive, but hey, I'm kind of tight. I'm kind of tight. I like it. If I can get by with something that costs $1, why I want to spend $10 for something? So I'm kind of tight. Boy, I'm already tired. I ain't caught but about 6 or 8 fish, and I'm tired. I stayed up half the night looking at stupid videos. I don't know what I'm doing myself. Like I said, I'm my biggest fan. I sit up and look at the stuff over and over and try to name this stuff. It's a lot of work to this, people. But I don't mind doing it. Yes, sir. I get to watching and messing with videos and messing on that computer, and next thing I know, it's 12:30, 1 o'clock. And I want to get up and go fishing next day. I got to go to bed. Old people can't stay up half the night and then get up in the morning. Done that when I was a kid. Oh, the Lord wanted to nail it. Wanted to nail that thing, yeah. I'll tell you what. I'm going to hold it up by halfway up and see if a real big one to take it. He's shaking. Today's the type of fish that if you ever get one on and let him swim around, you can catch more because they're big enough to pull that jig around. I ain't saying I got 2 or 3 now, but that's a possibility I got 2. I know I got one good one. I might have 2 medium. I don't know. I got 2. One little one hooked in the mouth, in the bottom of the lip, and then one. Boy, I tell you right now, that is a nice perch too. They quality size perch here on Sunday. Oh Lord, he done bit my Mr. Crappie off. Dad, blame it. My Mr. I'm gonna throw him back out there, but Mr. Crappie lost his tail. He ain't nothing but a little red, pink and green tip now. Drop him back out there and see what happens. Well, he got his bird gone. I mean his fish, excuse me, gone with it. We'll drop it back out and see if they'll hit Mr. Crappie with just a nub tail. I don't know. That might be kind of interesting to see if Mr. Crappie can catch one with a little nub tail. That paddle tail makes it wiggle when you pull it. They might not touch it. We're gonna find out though. They don't touch it first couple seconds, I'll be done put a nut on. I'll tell you that right now. If they don't bite it, I change. I don't play around long. Uh-oh, see that? Right now today, what I'm doing, instead of pulling the boat like I've been doing it much, I'm kind of pulling it up real slow. And he's bumping it. When it comes gliding up off the bottom and they think it's running away from them, they taking it right now. I'm trying not to do my normal circle because of the wind. When it's calm, I'd rather do the circle. But today, and see, they not. I got a fish, but they ain't want to hit it. They ain't hitting Mr. Crappie with his tail off. So I'm gonna have to go in my little box of tricks and get me another crappie jig. Now I got to make up my mind at this point. Do I want to try another color, or do I want to put that same color back on? I'm bad about that now. Sometimes I mess myself up trying to change around, and sometimes I find out something new. So, but right now, they ain't hitting Mr. Crappie. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to put another jig on that because he broke my tail off, and he ain't wanting that half tail. So I guess what I need to do is just stop and put another jig on right quick. Y'all bear with me 1 second. See if I can find another Mr. Crappie jig like that. There's another one right here, Mr. Crappie. There's the pack they come in, and we're gonna put another pink and chartreuse on since they hitting it pretty decent. Pink and chartreuse.